This is going to be the introductory video that I put in front of every tutorial video. You're more than welcome to skip past it. But as a reminder, I do have white arrows on my shoes so that you can see which way my toes are pointing. I also have these little white patches on my shoulders. That's going to be an indication, if you see them, that I've turned my hips or shoulders, or both. I also have a grid here. I've got 2 green lines and 2 yellow lines, and I'll be referencing those in the video tutorials. The width of it, whether I'm standing on the lines this way or if I'm standing on the tape lines this way, is my shoulder width. These, if you put them down on your floor, should be your shoulder width. But never should your feet be this close together. Nobody's shoulders are this narrow or this wide. So your shoulder width is where your pieces of tape will be. I also have this backdrop behind me. If you see me shift towards this face on the backdrop, I've shifted my weight to the right. Over here, I've shifted my weight to the left. As always, I've kept this hair tie on my right wrist as an indicator of which one is my right wrist. I've also put a different pair of pants on today. I've had some of my students say it's easier to see when I bend my knee if I'm in something that's a little more form-fitting. So I've given you several visual aids, backdrops, shoulder patches, arrows on my shoes, and visual references on the floor as well. So let's get on with the video tutorial. Okay, today we're going to start with the opening movement. So my feet are in a V here, and if I just stay right where they are and push my right heel out and then push my left heel out, I end up from a V to an 11. But we're going to pick up the feet and do the exact same thing. So we're starting with a nice V here. We're going to take a deep breath into the belly and sink our weight. We're going to shift to the right. I'm going to pick up my left foot, put my left toe down, and then put it straight down, my heel directly behind my toe. I'm going to shift my weight over the yellow line and pick up my right heel and put it down on this green line, and then I'm going to recenter my weight. Now both my feet are making an 11 with my toes straight ahead. Then I'm going to rise as I breathe in, never locking the knees, and then sink. Both my knees are bending and they're staying over my toes. We do that twice. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. So what I want you to remember is you're trying to time the breath with the movement. So as you rise, it shouldn't be, and then your hands come up behind it. And what I want you to try to do is time your breath so that as you inhale, that's the end of the inhale. Listen for how the breath is on the exhale. So my breath ended as I finished the movement. I didn't finish the breath here and then put the hands down, and I didn't put the hands down and finish the breath. It happens at the same time. The breath is the most important part, so I really want you to focus on breathing into the belly, expanding the belly on the inhale, and squeezing those abdominal muscles on the exhale. I'm going to do the same opening technique, but I'm going to show it to the side so that you can see where my arms are going. It's very difficult to see how, so I'm not doing what I call the Frankenstein here, and I'm not doing the T-Rex. My elbows are not in line with my hips, and I'm not walking like Frankenstein. So we're going to start here in the same V, breathing into the belly. Weight is shifting to the right. Picking up the left, putting the left toe down, then putting the left heel down, shifting the weight, and pushing the right heel out. Now I've got both my feet in an 11 on this front green line and this back yellow line, and my knees are bent. They're not bent where they're over the toes. They're soft and flexible. Good. Then we're going to breathe in as we rise. Again, I'm not locking my knees. They've gone from bent to less bent. So rising, there's the end of the breath in, and sinking. That's the end of the breath out. And we do that twice. Breathing in and breathing out. Okay, you should be able to fit a fist between the back of your arm and your rib cage. This will be even with your shoulders, and you won't come past your shoulders. This will stay even with your shoulders. Notice that the elbows are not flared out. The shoulders not engaged, nice and relaxed, coming up and sinking. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. So let's do it all together. Start with your feet in the V. And I want you to focus on the breath. Here we go. Breathing into the belly. Recenter. Breath in. All right, so that's our opening movement. Next tutorial video, we're going to pick up right here after the opening movement, and we're going to continue on and show how to do ward off left, but we'll go into more detail on the next video. All right, have a wonderfully Zen day.